Hi, this is Don Fitzpatrick with the Alachua County Curriculum Secondary ELA. We are embarking on a textbook adoption process, choosing a middle school language arts textbook and a high school English textbook. I'm making this video for three audiences. First, each school has a textbook adoption committee member. This video is to help the committee member get familiar with the rubric. You'll need this rubric as you review materials, and you'll need the rubric for the publisher presentations. Second, if you're a textbook adoption member, you might want to play this video when you gather your teachers together to introduce the textbook adoption process. And third, when it's time, I'll share this video with all language arts and English teachers as an explanation of how to use the rubric. So what we have here is the 6 through 12 adoption rubric. Keep in mind that the work that you do on this worksheet is not official and it's not part of the official voting. This is a worksheet for your notes. I'll give a quick overview of the worksheet. Middle and high school teachers are looking at 3 books: Study Sync by McGraw-Hill, My Perspectives by Savas, and Think Circa. Coming down the worksheet, you can see that there are categories and those categories are weighted. For example, the content category has 8 indicators that we look at. If the textbook scores very high on these 8 indicators, we might mark it a 4. If the score is very low, we might mark it a 1. Because the content category is so important, it has a multiplier of 3. The remaining categories are instruction, teacher support materials, assessment, format organization, and digital components. Following these 6 categories, you have the worksheet space where you'll take notes, put your comments, and give your rough score. There is a worksheet for each publisher. When you're done reviewing the publishers and done with your worksheet, you'll go over to your Google form. On the form for each publisher and each category, you will select whether there's extensive evidence, sufficient evidence, some evidence, or little or no evidence that meets the indicators. At the very end, after you've done all the categories for each of the 3 publishers, there's a spot for you to rank the publishers for first, second, and third. You should know that when you're done with this Google form and you hit the submit button, you'll be able to see a summary of all the votes that have taken place so far. Other teachers in the district will be able to see your comments and your votes, but they won't be attached to your name. For instance, if you comment that the McGraw-Hill text has all the content, diversity, equity, and differentiation materials that I've been looking for, that comment will be visible by other teachers in the district, but your name won't be attached to it. However, you should know that the votes and comments you put here will be visible to me, Don Fitzpatrick, and they will be visible to the one textbook adoption committee representative at your school. If there are any questions about your anonymity in the process and you need some clarification, please feel free to let me know. Let's go back to the worksheet. This worksheet is to be used before you fill in your official vote on the Google form. On the Google form, you'll score each category for each textbook out of 4 points. Be mindful that the categories are weighted. You'll also be given an opportunity to add comments on the Google form. These comments will be viewable by ELA teachers across the district, but will be anonymous to them. They will not be anonymous to your school's textbook committee representative and to me and the district curriculum team. Our goal is that this process will provide everyone with a way to share your opinions and be fully informed voters. If you find that once you review comments from others across the district or review the materials more closely, that you want to change your vote, you can go back and edit or add to your form ratings and comments. Only your final vote will be counted. Remember, this worksheet will not be collected. It is not part of the official voting. Space for notes on each publisher is available. We have the same 6 categories with the category title, the 4321 rating, and the explanation of the weighting. Content's very important, so it has a multiplier of 3. Instruction also has a multiplier of 3. Teacher support materials gets a weight of 2. Assessment gets a weight of 2. Format and organization and digital components both get a weight of 2. You should know that our instructional technology team has already looked at all 3 publishers. Following the indicators, you have your worksheet, the space to take notes and make comments. When you're done reviewing all 3 publishers, you'll go to your Google form and add in your votes for each of the categories. When you're done reviewing this video, I recommend that you closely review the indicators and take notes and ask questions before the publisher presentations. Familiarity with the indicators now will make our examination of the materials much more valuable. I'm Don Fitzpatrick. Please let me know what questions you run into, and thank you for taking the time to assist in this important process.